Oh my goodness, the roster might be bigger than what we thought. What is up, guys? This is Godzilla Suplex, and welcome to today's episodes. I'll be going over the Nintendo Switch MK11 leak. We found out that there are going to be 11 DLC characters, so in this show I'll be naming the DLC characters I think should be the 11. But before I do that, please hit that subscribe button, also hit the notification bell so you get a notification every time I make a video. So let's get into this, because as Nintendo is uploading the MK11 game to their store to get ready for the pre-order on the Switch store, and data miners have found out that the MK11 game is going to have 12 DLC characters, guys. 6 in the first pack and then 6 in another pack. So this is off the wall, man. This is getting crazy out here. I think in MKX they only had 3 per pack, so now in this game they're gonna have 12 characters, and we already know one is Shang Tsung. So which characters do I think are gonna be the other 11 DLC characters? If I had to guess, well, wait, let me hold up. But first, my first theory to line up with that is I think that the 25 characters that we're getting launched is not just gonna be 25. We know it's going to be Shao Kahn also there at launch, but also with Shao Kahn there's going to be one more character, and I think that is going to be Rain. I think Rain's going to make the base game. They don't like repeating DLC, but they still could, because there's so much DLC that they have one left over and they really couldn't put him in the game. But I think Rain's gonna sneak in the game, making it 27 characters at launch. And the reason why I don't put any more characters at launch, because we gotta remember Ed Boon just did an interview where he literally just talked about how MK11 is gonna have 30 something characters. He didn't specify the number, but he said it was gonna be the 30s. Now I had to give a prediction with the 12 characters that we have, and plus with the pressure for so many people wanting Rain in the game, I think that MK would either have 38 or 39 characters. They would go up to the max with that. So with keeping that in mind, the first DLC character other than Shang Tsung, I think it's going to be definitely Fujin. We gotta say Fujin. I think Fujin is going to really be reinvented in this game. There's no way that they can have him out. Having 12 DLC characters not be Fujin, that would almost have to guarantee that he's in MK12. Because it would just be crazy. 12 DLC characters, guys, for this game, and no Fujin. That would just be nuts. So after Fujin, I think we're gonna get Melina. I think she's gonna have nowhere. She's gonna be nowhere in the storyline. As much people want to see that she might make a surprise appearance, and it's very likely that they bring her back from the time travel. And MK11 storyline made so many mistakes, especially with killing her off the way she did. So maybe this whole thing was in trying to make it for the mistake for keeping Melina out and to bring her back into the timeline. So with that being said, they could easily switch out Rain with Melina, and that'd be really fine, her being an unlockable character in the game. But it would be much more lucrative to have her as DLC, because people really want her back. Then after that, we have another fan favorite, Reptile. I think Reptile is definitely going to be in the game if there are 12 DLC characters, and I think that he is going to sell. And a lot of these characters I'm about to name, they're selling points. Like, they're gonna get you to go out to buy the DLC because they are classic characters. So then after him, Sindel, she would make a nice addition. She wasn't really in the storyline. I think a lot of these people are gonna have storyline cameos to only confirm that they're going to be DLC. Then we have Nightwolf making his return after so many years and so many people wanting to be in the game. I think it's guaranteed that Fujin, Reptile, Melina, I think those characters that have been out and really should deserve to be in the game that didn't make it are going to make it because of the liberty of having 12 DLC characters. Then we have Shiva, because she was never killed. Plus, on top of that, she'd be a really interesting character to bring back. And I noticed about this game, this game's bringing a lot of those old lovable characters back. And I think not to have Shiva in there would only, I think, set her up for MK12. A lot of people that are not going to be in this game are going to be in the next game. But, you know, NetherRealm really is trying to move towards those original characters and bring them back, and I think Sheba will make a nice addition with the 12 characters. I don't really think they could bring back Kentaro in this form of the game because space has a lot to do with it, just like you can't do Motaro. But I think the better version of that would be Sheba being that grapple character, because we know the collector really isn't that. So having a character like that, adding it to the meta, will I think definitely have a good effect on the fans. Then after Sheba, we have Ermac, another character that never died in MKX, but is very prevalent in the storyline. I think it would benefit them to bring him back, because that is another fan favorite character, and I think we would love to see him in this style of the game. Also, we would love to see Smoke. That's why I put him at my number 10. Smoke would be another great character, or excuse me, number 9, another great character to add back into this game. But I think what's really going to sell off this game's DLC for some of the older fans is bringing back Havoc. A 12 character thing, not having Havoc, I think would just be criminal at this point. Havoc is one of the coolest characters from the 3D era. We had Kenshi in MK10. I think it's time to bring Havoc over and see what he looks like in this game, in this engine, with this customization system. I mean, Jesus, it would set out the whole fandom. It would really have a well set up to MK12 and what they could do with that. And then the 2 guest characters I think are going to be Pennywise and Spawn. And Spawn has been requested all this time. I think they got him in the bag this time. I really do. I think they have him in the bag, and they're just waiting to reveal him. And just looking at new Cybot, I think Spawn is fully possible. He's gonna seem a little bit like new Cybot, but just better, because he is a DLC character. And I think Pennywise would perfectly fit for the next installment of the movie, part 2. So that would just build up hype with the fandom. And Mortal Kombat is really known for its hard characters, and I think it would really fit. And we might even get he's slipping my mind right now, but he's from the Halloween series. Y'all know who I'm talking about, and they might make it three characters. So I think this game having 12 DLC characters will be loaded. And I might be wrong about some of these people. We might get some other people, some other 3D era characters. So I mean, this is gonna be really loaded game. We know it's not gonna be 40 as much as I want it to, but I think that it's gonna come real close. I really do. I think it's gonna come real close to that 40 mark. But guys, if you watched all the way to this point of the video, I would have to ask you to hit that subscribe button. Also put in the comments section, which characters do you think is gonna fill out this 12 or excuse me 11 DLC roster? How would it impact the game as a whole from their previous playstyles and other games? This has been the best Gojira in gaming. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
You disappoint me. The feeling is mutual, brother. Mother would be so proud. Fight!
Fatality. Noob Saibot wins.